You're listening to AnaerdaTV on CJSF 90.1 FM Burnaby. Welcome to the hour of spoilers, recommendations, and my perspective on various TV shows and web series. I'm your host, Adriana Belur. Today is a very special week on AnaerdaTV as I have my first ever guest on the show presenting to you all an amazing person who's the perfect mixture of classy and sassy, my friend Khush Karan, but I call him Khush, so we're gonna call him Khush.
Hello, Adriana. I'm super excited. Thank you for calling me, and definitely it's gonna be a really classic our combo. You know that, right? It is a classic.
So, how do you feel so far?
I feel amazing. Like when I woke up this morning, it was like, oh come on, let's do it, girl, and I was super excited.
That's nice. So, what is your expectation from this episode per se? Like, what do you want to get out of it in the end?
We're gonna talk about, like, according to me, like, there's a lot of stereotypes, and you know how the Korean dramas are. They're just like dramas back home. So like you're gonna expect a lot of cliche, lots of cliche.
Yeah. And the thing is, I believe most of it is because it's just funny to see the cliches and stereotypes. But I just realized I forgot to introduce to you guys what exactly we're covering. We're covering Strong Girl Bong-soon. Now, this is a Korean drama, and I'm going to give you a synopsis of it later. But first, I'm going to tell you how exactly I got to the show, like how I got introduced to the show. Here's the funny thing, though, right? I kind of forgot who recommended me the show. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna watch the show. It was on my watch list, so I was like, sure, I'm gonna watch it. And then during summer break, I was like, sure, I'm gonna watch it. I finished 16 episodes. Each episode is like about an hour.
Yeah, it is.
I finished all 16 episodes in like 2 days.
2 days.
I say 2 days, but I know it was less than 2 days.
Yeah, same for me. And it was like, it is my first Korean drama. Like,
okay, guys, I'm proud of it. I actually made him watch the show.
I was like Korean drama version before. And look, here I am, like already loving it. And literally, Adriana introduced me to the show.
That's perfect. So basically what happened is a little context to it. So I watched it, and after the original time I watched it, I've watched it like 3 times. I wish I actually watched it again, like before this, but I had so much to do. So I made Khush watch it. I was like, Khush, I want you on my radio show, and you need to watch Strong Girl Bong-soon. And he was like, I don't know. It's like Korean drama. Like he said, there's like a stereotype with it. So, and then he was like, okay, fine, I'll watch it because I love you.
Yeah, and I don't do like really good with subtitles. Subtitles are not my thing. But like literally, like after like 2 episodes, I was like, it put me in a jam. Like I started following it, and like I didn't even mind subtitles after a while. And that was the thing. Like I was more concerned about it when Adriana introduced me to it.
I know him, right, for a while now. I looked at him while he was like downloading it. I was like, my dude, by the way, it's subtitles. His face just changed. His color just drained. He's like, subtitles? I don't like subtitles. I was like, you gotta deal with subtitles because you're coming on my show. You have to watch the show. And he's like, fine, I'll do it for you. And then now he loves it. So I'm so happy.
Yeah, it is like really, like I would say a proud moment for me. Like I'm doing good with subtitles, which is not my thing. But this is the best thing that could have happened to me at the end of a semester when we're going to like have finals and shit coming up. And Korean drama is good. Like I
will suggest you so many more Korean dramas. Taha, she has a whole watch list, right? All the other Korean dramas kind of got ruined for me after I watched Strong Girl Bong-soon because it's so good. I still have to find one that is better than this. I really do. And maybe there is one. I don't know.
But you saved the best for me, girl.
I did. But I kind of did ruin rest of it for you. You'll just watch it and you'll be like, it doesn't give me the same feeling. But it's okay. You know what, guys? We're going to play our first song, and we'll be right back with more Strong Girl Bong-soon, more Khush, more Adriana. We're playing the song Stay With Me by Chanyeol and Punches. Hope you guys enjoy.
Enjoy.
Hello and welcome back. You're listening to CJSF 90.1 FM Burnaby. You're actually also listening to AnaerdaTV. I'm your host Adriana Bilur, but I'm joined with a very special guest today.
Khush.
Yeah.
Khush in the house.
So, Khush, you were actually really good for your first time in a radio
much.
station. I'm so proud of you.
You know what? It is my dream. Like, I always wanted to be a DJ, a talk host show. Like, RJ. Yeah, radio jockey. Yeah, radio jockey. You know, seriously, like, whenever, like, back home, my favorite is RJ Meenakshi. She's so good. She was my inspiration. And every morning, like, my father is really, really fond of, like, listening to FM.
By the way, guys, Khush is from India and I'm from Bangladesh. I know the RJ he's talking about.
Yeah, so like my father used to listen to FM every morning, so he literally hooked me up with FM.
He hooked you up.
Yeah, he hooked me up like real bad. Like every morning, people started with like DJ and stuff. Like my morning started with FM.
You were like, oh,
it was
I'm
like
waking up
to FM, and like, you know, everybody's like peculiar about they sound, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Oh my god.
Like that. Like I
have a story for you.
Like seriously, like I was like so scared. Like how do I sound? The weird feeling when you're listening yourself on the phone sometime.
Oh my god,
that was my fear. But
so back at home, there was these times when you're in a call, but for some reason your voice used to echo back to you, and it was the cringiest thing ever. Okay, a little unknown fact about me, okay? I used to write lyrics of songs which make no sense. I'm not that good. Let's be real, okay?
Okay.
But like, I used to pretend to sing and record my own songs because like 7-year-old me wanted to be a singer, but then I realized I don't have a voice for that, but we're not going to talk about that. So what happened is I recorded it and then I was like, oh, I'm so good at this. I'm going to play it. And then I was like, no.
I guess that we've been there.
Yeah, we've been there, done that.
Yeah,
all that.
everybody I guess been there. Like bathroom singer especially. Like you know, when you're a bathroom singer, you think you're a pro, but trust me.
Okay, what if though there is an album that's called like bathroom singing and everyone just records their song in the bathroom? I mean, there's gonna be a lot of echo, but I think it's gonna be a cool thing.
That could be a new thing, guys.
Yeah,
it is a
Do
new
you guys
thing.
want it?
Like
let's make the album.
Yeah, you know what? Give us a small clip. Like just send us
your singing voices. We'll listen to it.
Yeah, we won't judge you though. Like we're gonna put you somewhere on the list though. Like
we'll have like a track list and everything.
Yeah.
Speaking of songs, did you like the song I just played?
Yes. Earlier we were talking, me and Adriana were talking like about like how people don't think like genre, like a
K-pop genre.
K-pop genre is that cool. Like for me,
it's hella amazing.
It is like the song we just played. It was so serene and so peaceful.
It's called "Stay With Me," and by the way, I know the male singer that sang this. Oh my god, my English. Okay,
oh my god,
Chanyeol. I know Chanyeol because he's a member of EXO, and the thing is, I have a friend whose name is Adrien, and she has like a marvelous voice. If you guys want to check her out, I'll link her profile. Oh my god, if you listen to her, you're like, oh, what is this? This is like an angel. And she got me into K-pop, okay? But I don't think she got me into K-drama, but she got me into K-pop.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, this is so good. So literally when I decided to do a show about Strong Girl Bong-soon, I was like, hey, I should play K-pop because it's just fitting.
It makes sense.
Also, one of the actors that played the character, you might know him, Park Hyun-sik. He is also a K-pop member of a band. It's called ZEA. He is a member. I was like, I need to play something K-pop, and can you like help me decide the songs? And she was like, okay, these are the songs you should play. I was like, this is your list, that's it. She's like, this is my list, you're gonna play this. And I was like, all right, you know best.
As I told you, I'm literally virgin in sense of K-pop. I'm not like, come on, hey, don't judge me. I ain't virgin.
I'm not judging. I'm not
in the K-pop and Korean drama, I'm like literally like fresher.
So I'm proud to announce that I'm the person that is showing him all this, the different side of the world that is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Let's get on to kind of the brief overview of what K-drama we're talking about, because I don't think a lot of my listeners know what K-drama we're talking about. So what happens in this drama, again, it's Strong Girl Bong-soon, is that Do Bong-soon, who who's the main character. She's played by Park Bo-young. She was born with supernatural human strength. Her entire family has like a history, and in the first 2 minutes of the show, the very first episode, you see the history, so you kind of get a mirror, a segue,
overview
of what happens and how she got the powers, how her family has the powers. So she has hereditary strength, and it's passed along to only the women of her family. And her dream is to create a video game with herself as the main character, but she also kind of hides her power from the rest of the world for various purposes. She desperately wants to become a very elegant woman because she's kind of like tomboyish, and her mom's always like, oh my god, you can't find a husband. And
you know, it's just so like natural. All Asian people, their mom are so into getting them married so quickly. Trust me. Like,
I talked about this in Kim's Convenience. Same thing happened with one of the characters. I was like, yeah, it happens. It didn't happen to me particularly yet, but people joke. Oh my god, really?
Yeah,
like dude,
like come on, like I'm gay. That's not a secret.
No, you can say it out loud here. It's a safe space.
It is a safe space. But seriously, my parents were they were trying to convince me to get married. Like, I'm just 20. Like, I know. Like, I know. No, in a country like child marriage ain't a thing. But they just want you to get settled. Like, they just want to have grandkids and shit.
What's your future plan? Tell me.
Yeah, like
tell me. Okay, literally, what happens like last winter? One of my cousins got married, and we were all there. So I'm just 19, and at that moment I was 18. So they were just joking around. I know it, but it freaked me out so much. They were like, "Oh, when are you getting married? When's your turn?" And I'm like, 10 years later. Like, damn, woman.
For them, getting married after 25 is like it is not a thing for them.
It's like a peak time.
Yeah, it is a peak time.
I'm doing air quotations.
yeah, like it is the peak time.
Yeah, basically, her mom is after her to become more elegant, and she herself wants to be more elegant, and she has this crush on her childhood friend. His name is Gugdo, who's played by Jisoo. So Gugdo's character is a police officer who is very, manly and powerful. And
are we gonna argue on that?
We're gonna argue on that because oh my god, there's so much to say about these characters. Yeah. So he's a police officer, and our main character is kind of in love with him, and so she does not really want, like I said, she doesn't want anyone else to know about her strength. So her childhood friend crush does not know about her powers. But one time, my very favorite character, Min Hyuk, who's played by my very favorite Park Hyun-sik, and
he's
I know we're probably gonna butcher the name, so I'm just gonna tell you, we're gonna call Do Bong-so, but Khush might call her Strong Girl. We're gonna call Min Hyuk Min because that's his nickname in the show, and I'm going to call Gugdo, but he might call it Gugdo policeman or police officer. Sure. So yeah, and Min is such a lively character. Like, I love Min. He's the businessman, and what happens is that one day he sees Do Bong-so kind of fight of these people, and he's like, I need her as my bodyguard. I'll tell you why he needs a bodyguard. But anyways, so he's
a drama queen though. Like,
he's a drama queen. I love me some drama queen.
He is a hella drama queen.
Yeah. So basically what happens is that he needs a bodyguard. He's like, I need Do Bong-so as my bodyguard. And he's actually the CEO of his own video game company and everything. So it's just very convenient for Do Bong-so to kind of work for him. She kind of wants to work her way up to getting her own game. And eventually she does. Spoiler alert. And on the sideline, we also see this whole premise about these very creepy kidnappings going on. This is what I really love about the show, is that you watch it and you're like, oh, it's going to be so funny. So cute and so lovely, and then all of a sudden it's like dun dun dun, serious music, there's a kidnapping going on, murder on the loose, and you're just like, oh damn, oh shit.
You know what, like on second episode I was like, okay, this show is gonna be all about how the strong girl is gonna go and get the guy, and like it's gonna be happy ending thing, but and there's a sudden unexpected thing like about the kidnapping.
That's the thing. That's what I absolutely love about this K-drama. It's like, I've watched many other of K-dramas, most of which was very cheesy dramas, like cheesy. Just love story. I thought that Strong Girl Bong-soon was going to be like that. But it wasn't. It had so much in it, which we're going to talk about after one song. I feel like those stereotypical radio jockey that's like, oh, we'll be right back after a advertisement. But we don't do advertisement here. We do songs that I know you will like. And I'm pretty sure you're going to love this, Khush. This song is called Stand By Me by SHINee. SHINee is one of the K-pop bands I absolutely am in love with. So I really hope you guys enjoy it. You're listening to AnaerdaTV on CJSF 90.1 FM Burnaby. Okay, let me tell you.
Yeah.
The first time I did a radio show, which was Jambalaya. By the way, if you want to listen to Humaira and my Jambalaya, it's Thursdays, 2 p.m. Look at me self-promoting. Also, if you want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, it's Adriana Bilur.
And you can follow me too. It's Khush Karan at the Rachel Hall.
I'll link it. I'll link everything. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, right. Yeah. I remember what I was going to say. I don't know. I'm just going back and forth. If you guys kind of like go back and listen to the episodes previously, you'll see that I was obviously like confident and everything, but I was kind of nervous too. And you're helping me so much because it's so much better talking to somebody else. Honestly, I can't stress enough, because if you're on the radio station alone and you're just like, usually I look at this wall over here.
It ain't that pretty wall, but like
it has a CJSF number written on it if you want to call us.
778-782-2573.
Yeah, you can call us while the show is going on. Basically, I look at that wall and I'm just like, okay, you're a human person. I look at the 8 over there and I'm like, yeah, you look like a human of sort. And I just talk to
like 2 bellies. You know how it is. Yeah,
like, I see it. I am so tempted to take this pen and just draw the faces on there, but I kind of don't want to technically vandalize.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
But now I'm like so much more confident because I just feel like I'm having a conversation with you.
Maybe it's like a butterfly out of cocoon.
It definitely is.
A pretty one.
Also, yeah, a very pretty one.
Yeah,
like Khush is like hella good looking. Just talking to you, I've said this maybe in my first episode too. If there's someone else with me, I'm more confident in the sense that because I'm not talking to myself, because I judge myself so much when I'm talking to myself.
I guess everybody does that.
Yeah. See, in general, maybe it's probably not just me. Let me know if it's just me. I talk to myself sometimes, and I give one of the best advices.
Me too. Like I guess that's the thing. Like you can like give yourself all the hell of advices, but you don't follow them, honey. You don't follow them.
Exactly. I judge myself so much.
Yeah,
so in that scenario, I'm giving myself advice, I'm judging myself. That's okay. But when you're doing a show for an hour and you're judging yourself right after, like right as the music starts playing, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have said that, or oh, why did I say it like that? I keep on repeating these words. Oh my god, this thing happens to me in like every episode. I kind of, after this happens, I post it on YouTube or my website down the week, and I'm going through it,
and you want to edit everything.
Oh my god, I repeat words so much. I remember the first episode, I repeated the word interesting. No, that was the second episode. I repeated the word interesting so many times. I counted at least 10, and there were more.
Holy crap.
And then last episode, I don't think I did that. I like varietized. It's not a word, but yeah.
But you still try it.
And the thing is, and sometimes I very confidently say the wrong grammar, and then I'm like, oh my god. But the thing is, no one notices because I say it so confidently. I guess that's a good thing. But sweetie, as a criminology student, you need to know grammar.
You know what, like sometime like my dressing sense sometime is like so.
Hell no, he's lying. His dressing sense is freaking amazing. Okay, listen, before you speak, let me tell you. So we went to P&E Playland. It's a place where there's roller coaster and everything, and during Halloween there was haunted houses. So I was like, I'm going as a Slytherin. So I wore my Slytherin robe, I wore my Slytherin scarf, and I was like, oh Khush, what are you gonna wear? He's like, I have nothing to wear, I look so disgusting, I'm just gonna wear what I wore in Pride Parade. I was like, okay. I was like, he doesn't look disgusting, I know it, because every time I see Khush, it could be in the morning, which is now, he still looks hella fine. So I'm just like, You lying. And then he shows up. My friend Alisa and I were just like, this is your ugly, excuse me.
Come on. Like, sometime I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, oh fuck, I look so ratchet ass.
Nice.
I'm like, okay, I look so ratchet, and then I'm like,
but you look good, ratchet.
And then I walk down the street, and like that is the thing. Like confidence is the key. Like if you can pull it, if you can like, sometime I can pull off like literally a bad look. I do that. You know what? Like worst days when I come to university in a pajama. Yeah, I
do. Okay, listen. Let me tell you an embarrassing thing, right? His worst dress is a pajama. My worst dress is every dress I wear, okay? So what happens, like, after summer vacation, I told one of my close friends that, hey, I'm gonna dress worse than I usually dress. And she's like, okay, sure, that's definitely possible. So I wore like a very baggy t-shirt. I have at least 8 different colors of baggy t-shirts. Plain, like different colors, like red plain or blue plain, like all just one color t-shirts. They're so baggy. They're extra large. And I'm like a medium size, right? So I wear them with like sweatpants. And I came over and I'm like, you see anything different? She's like, nope. I'm like, oh my God. Are you kidding me? And she's like, no, this is how you dress usually. I'm like, wow. And then today I have this the place I have to be, and it's get together and everything. And they're like, oh, dress formal. It's kind of a formal thing. And I'm like,
they want you to upgrade it.
I'm like, what are you gonna wear? They're like, oh, we're gonna wear sari or suits. You know, you can wear anything. I'm like, listen, I'm wearing my Halsey Hopeless hoodie and my gabardines. Like that's the best you can expect.
You know what? Like, there's a meme. Like, I sent her the meme. Like, every time, it's for gay people. Like, every time for me, it's like every time I look myself in the mirror. Like, I want to upgrade my gayer version. Like, every time, like literally, like every time, like people
embrace your gayness.
Like, literally, the minute your friends know that you're gay, you just want to like pull out your gayer version. You just want to like literally like update gay 101, gay 102, like your versions.
Gay 203.
Yeah, like you gayness, like
gay up yourself.
Yeah, gay up yourself. You got me, Adriana. Like seriously, every time I'm like, okay, honey, I'm getting there. I am getting.
Should
there.
I wear rainbow or more rainbow?
Or more rainbow. Like seriously, like I could do that. I could like literally show up at the school.
He wears silhouettes. I have mad respect for him.
And I could show up in tiara, honey. I can do that.
So we actually haven't been friends for that long, but it feels like we have been friends for a lifetime because we are very close.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the first time I met him, I was like, oh, my gaydar is ticking. But I didn't want to assume or say anything. So one time I made a joke. I went over someplace and I was like, I'm here, but I'm technically not queer. And then he's like, but I am. And I'm like, he gay. It's just, I overreact at things sometimes.
You know what? Like sometimes, like I see people are like, okay, can you? There is a movie about it, guys. Can you be my gay best friend? I'm like,
oh, yeah, it was GBF.
Yeah, GBF. Okay, it is a silly ass movie.
Here's the thing, Khush and I are not friends because he is just gay. I just genuinely like talking to him.
Totally. It makes sense, right? You can't be friends with someone just because of his sexual preferences or something like that. Like I'm gay, but I do have like straight friends. That doesn't make me something that I shouldn't be, right?
No. Yeah. I get what you're saying, and I'm pretty sure my listeners are getting what you're saying. I agree 100%. Speaking of gayness, let's talk about it. Let's bring it up. It
sounds
very wrong, but okay. Before we talk about that premise, let's talk about the first episode because I know that's one of your favorite episodes.
That is like it is the the base. I would say that, like how you start like this show.
So in the first episode of Strong Girl Bong-soon, in the English version, it's called Ridiculous Punks. We get like a whole premise of how the show is going to be. Even the dark bits, the funny bits and everything. Most of it is funny. And we see all the characters, and he's going to talk about his favorite character.
My favorite character is the Strong Girl's mom. oh my god, the introduction starts with her because she as Adriana told you, every female character in the family have the powers.
Yeah. Like it's a hereditary power.
Yeah, like her mother, she misused her powers. She
got it taken away from her.
Yeah, she started doing this championship, like weightlifting championship, and she started bullying people. Yeah, she is the bully.
Even when we see her like the first time, her character, she's bullying the father. At first, I didn't even know that was a father. I was like, wait,
at the shop, right? At the Walnut Pine shop.
It seemed that she's the owner of the Walnut Pine shop, and
she's just collecting revenue.
And she's just collecting revenue from her workers. Even though don't act like that with your workers.
Yeah,
but
totally.
I was like, wait, what? But her storyline, I really like Khush said, she was a weightlifter, and when she lost her power, she actually started from scratch, and she started pulling smaller weights and then going up. So even without her powers, she learned how to adjust. Yeah, totally. And I absolutely have mad respect. The producers, the makers of this K-drama was so good. The storyline, not only was it so good, the characters were very well developed. Nothing felt rushed.
It wasn't like you just rush the secondary characters, and like as in some other shows they do that. Like they just have like mom just as
even the accessory, right? Even the secondary characters that are introduced to us maybe 10th episode or something, which is very later on.
They're well plotted.
Yeah, they're so well developed. I absolutely mad respect. And like you were saying, it's just no one feels like a side character. Even the side characters feel kind of important.
Important. Yeah, like the mom, I guess as Adriana told, like how she starts from the scratch, it shows like a really, really good, like as a key feature in life too, in general. Like sometimes, of course, times come like when you have a down slope in your life and
rock bottom.
You totally, like sometimes you hit the rock bottom and you feel like you won't be able to like rise up, but trust me, you will. Come on, like hard work and determination totally will get you there. Like personally in my life, I started as psychology student.
Yeah.
And here I am pursuing my dream. I'm gonna start my culinary school.
I'm so proud of you.
Soon. I'm like, in January I'm gonna start my.
Although I am proud of you, you haven't fed me any of your food yet,
so
we're gonna have some beef, like figuratively and technically.
Yeah, you know what? Like I'm a bad host. I'm not a bad host. Like, but we haven't.
You're a good guest, though.
Yeah, I'm a good guest. Like,
thank you for joining me on today's show.
Yeah, it is like literally great when I'm at people's place rather than I'm inviting people home. Like because I like to be the queen bee, and like
you are the queen bee
and dictating things, and like that's my thing. And I'm literally excited to like start my new journey. So whenever you think like it is the end, it is a new beginning for
That's
some
a new
people.
beginning.
Yeah.
Khush is one of the most optimistic person I've met. If he sees I'm sad or anything, he's like, sweetie, you look drunk. And I'm like, this is how I look all the time. He's like, we're gonna fix that. And then it's always so nice talking to you. And I'm so happy you're my first guest.
Personally, I feel so good.
You're definitely, this is not the last time you're gonna be here.
Totally,
so if you guys love Khush, send him some love.
Love. I'm greedy for love, so send me some love.
That's some good stuff. So other premises of the episode 1 is we see Min that he's kind of getting threats sort of from this organization, and he's obviously worried and stressed about his life because they're saying Min's dad is also a businessman,
but he's a crappy person.
Yeah, he's a very crappy character.
He's a messed up person. The interesting thing is his father is really powerful person. Min, he started
he started from the bottom, but he's in a very good spot. Like he started by himself. And so what happens is we see that the father kind of wants to give over the business, and he chose Min to take over because he's such a well-developed person by himself. And so someone's like threatening him and saying that you can't have the business. If you do, then I'm going to kill you.
And you know what? Like, his family is messed up. Like he has like half brothers, like two half brothers, I guess.
Older brothers.
Yeah, two, and probably they are the people, I guess. Yeah, they are the people. Most of them, like I wouldn't say most of families are messed up. Like his family,
a lot.
His family is kind of like the how evil stepmother thing.
Yeah, there's an evil. It's like a stereotypical drama family, and it's just absolutely. So what he feels that either one of his three brothers or stepmother is behind this whole attack, and it's really sad. I'm giving you a big spoiler. If you want, you can skip ahead 5 seconds. The worst part was that it was his favorite brother.
I know.
I felt so bad for him. I felt so bad. And somehow I actually thought in the beginning initially that the kidnappings and this threat against Min Min was connected. Because all of it almost seemed connected, but then you see it isn't as connected. Yeah. But anyways, that's the reason why Min Min hires Do Bong-soon.
Do Bong-soon, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just, oh my god, the hilarious parts. Because Do Bong-soon doesn't intentionally hurt people.
Yeah, she's not your regular girl.
Yeah.
She's cute. I just love her. She's so
freaking adorable. Like her facial expressions, the character, the actor even played her so well. Park Bo Young is the actor that played Do Bong-soon. Like hats off. Yeah. It was so amazing.
She did justice to the character. Like and on Min Min, I wouldn't say anything. He's so cute, and his fashion sense.
Oh. Boy, let me tell you. Listen, I saw Min Min the first time, and the thing was, you heard, this is not me fangirling. Like, if you saw me fangirling, I literally called up my sister and I was like, okay, I know you're not home, but can you bring me some ice cream? I think I found the love of my life, but now I can't have him. And then she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, Min Min. And she's like, who the hell is Min Min? I was like, just come home. And then I kept on, like, I called different friends of mine who I know is interested in K-drama. I was like, Min Min. They're like, oh, you're at that part, sweetie. We went through that for years. And I was like, he ruined every man for me. Yeah,
like for me, I guess I'm gonna say the same. Like he ruined every man for
Let's talk about the policeman.
Oh my god, you know what? I'm like literally disappointed.
Gugdo, if you were wondering.
He's trying hard. He's trying hard.
Listen,
like.
So when you see him, he's the embodiment of masculinity. Like maybe a little. Actually, I won't say toxic at all.
Yeah, not toxic.
No.
Though.
That's what another thing I love is that they break through the toxic masculinity in this show. Okay. The first time I saw him, I was like, oh, damn, boy, you got some curves, because he's in a mission, and he's dressed up as a girl.
And you know what? Like, the interesting part is like when he's an honest person, and that's why he's so honest. So that's why he just like people put them like he was a police officer, then they put him to the traffic.
So I can give you guys a little backstory. Basically what happens is that he goes undercover dressed up as a girl who is there to kind of
political.
Yeah, he's there to catch a political predator, sort of, you could say. And he wanted to do that by, dressing up as a girl and then going, hey, bam, you.
My first expression was like, oh my god, he's definitely gay. Like, the sass he put on that character.
Oh my god, hip wave. Teach me those moves.
He was so natural. He was natural.
He dressed up as a girl and was like, I can never be that beautiful. Oh my god. And then later on, after that, you see him as, Do Bong-soon, go home. I will be there. I will protect you. I'll protect my girlfriend. Because he's also involved in the kidnapping case. Like, he's one of the police officers who's looking into the kidnapping cases. And this kidnapping cases is happening near Do Bong-soon's house, like, area.
Yeah, area, like, they're, like, mother is concerned about the area, too. And they wanted to have, like, a high-rise building, like, more secure.
Yeah.
And
the mother is kind of part of this whole society, neighborhood society. So
and she has like two gossip girls too,
who are like a little bit of a bitches.
I know, you have like two aunts who just want to gossip about people. They're two aunts who just want to gossip about people.
Also get free food from the store.
Yeah. Every time you see them, they're at the store, like,
the Bong-soon's family store.
The walnut pie store. They're always munching, and the father,
sweet.
He's so sweet, and he has an affection for the there is a lady,
Gugdo's mom.
Yeah, she's so jealous of her.
Yeah, but there's like so many purposes. Okay, so basically what happens is these kidnappings are happening near Do Bong-soon's house. So obviously Gugdo, the police officer, is kind of worried, and he's like, okay, you need to stay safe. He doesn't know that Do Bong-soon is this strong, independent woman.
He hires a bodyguard for her.
He hires a bodyguard for her. And so like Min when
it ends up.
Yeah, what happens is that the first time when Do Bong-soon sees Min and she's his bodyguard, and Min's like, okay, so my bodyguard has a bodyguard? What the hell? It was
So
the whole
funny.
thing. Also, there's a key thing about the superpowers, that the hereditary super strength, is that you cannot use it on an innocent person.
Yeah, totally.
If you do, you lose your power. And there's a whole premise to it. I'm not gonna talk about it on purpose because I want you to feel the heartbreak I felt.
Yeah, totally.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
you know
a
what I'm
spoiler.
talking about.
Yeah, that's a spoiler that I don't want to give. Yeah, totally. It would be heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It would be heartbreaking.
I want you guys to be heartbroken. Does that like, it's a good heartbroken. You know, it's a good kind of heartbreak.
You know, like you have like sweet pain. Yeah, it's a sweet pain, I would say.
It's a bittersweet.
Yeah, bittersweet. Yeah.
How about we take another break and listen to another song, and when we come back, we talk about episode 6.
Episode 6 is the spiciest. Like, yeah, that is the episode, guys. Like, I was like waiting for.
Okay, we're going to play Tempo by EXO. I hope you guys enjoy. So tell me, do you love the song or do you love the song?
I just love.
Hey.
Like every song on this list is like, okay, I'm shazamming them right now.
Good.
Like literally, like ASAP download and on my
Thank you,
playlist.
Adrian, for this playlist.
Thank you so much.
Okay, let's talk about episode 6. Now, let me give you like a little overview, like a synopsis sort of. Basically, what happens is that the kidnapping is kind of going in an all-time high, and Gugdo wants to look after Do Bong-soon, and Min is like, she needs to look after me. Like, I can look after her, she can look after me, you don't have to be here. Min asks Do Bong-soon to stay with him, and the thing is, Do Bong-soon is like, sure, he's gay. Min's gay. I'm not, like, I don't mind. And then what happens, like, Gugdo shows up, and Gugdo is like, yeah, no, you two can't stay. So it's like a triangle forming, a love triangle. Here's what happens, right? Do Bong-soon is thinking that Gugdo and Min will get together because Min is going to use his gay charm and charm Gugdo. And Gugdo is thinking that Do Bong-soon and Min is going to get together. And then Min is thinking Gugdo and Do Bong-soon is getting together.
Oh my god, it is a really messed up.
Yeah, and even like in one of the scenes, it shows that it's like the stereotypical love romantic scene that they turn, and you should watch. That's one of the best episodes.
Like, it is, according to me, for me, it is the best episode. Like in episode 2, like when
the first time Do Bong-soon stays with Min over at his place.
Like the way they both look at each other when they were fighting, like
love at first sight.
Yeah, like the first, like literally, it was so sensual. Like they were fighting like over a strong girl. Like should she stay at his place or not? Like,
here's the thing, a little farther backstory. Gugdo doesn't know she has powers. I think I've mentioned this before, but Min does. So Min's just like, okay, when Gugdo comes over, why do you act like such a cute little girl?
She's literally puppy in front of Gugdo.
It's like, oh, can you open this for me? And then Min's like, what the hell is happening? This is my house. You're feeding him more than me?
Yeah.
And that kind of changes after.
Yeah, but
okay, no big spoilers.
Yeah, no big spoilers. Yeah, I totally agree. You know what? Like for me, in episode 2, when Strong Girl's mother, she wants her to get married with her Min.
Oh, Min. Oh, right. I completely forgot.
That is the first time we know that he's like there is a rumor that he's gay, Min Min.
Yeah, so basically what happens is like there's this whole rumor. Even Min Min's own second in hand kind of thinks that he's gay because he's never been with a girl.
With a girl.
Or even guy. Like never been with anyone. So he just assumes he's gay. So what happens like when the mother sees Min Min, because Min Min drops Do Bong-so at her house because of the kidnappings and everything. And then the mother's like, oh, he rich, he looking cute, he also respects. You better marry him. And then she's like, Mom, he's gay. And then she's like,
no. And she's like, okay, that's okay with me. And everybody like literally drops their chopsticks. Chopsticks at the table. It was so fun. Even the dog. You can even see the poor.
The dog's like, huh?
Yeah,
see,
it was so
this
cute.
is why I asked you to watch it so fresh, because I've watched it like 2 months at least ago, and I kind of forgot these specific details. So thank God.
You know what? That's the first time you got to know like the mother is so after money.
Yeah, the mother's like, I don't care.
I don't
like,
care. You just have
rich,
to get
you
married.
gotta get married.
Yeah, you know that is the thing about getting married. Like parents try to get their kids married. They just want you to get married.
Not all parents. Not all parents,
but
yeah.
But like Asian parents, like in specific, all Asian parents, like that's the reality.
Boy, don't you stereotype. If my mama hears this podcast and if she hears me saying anything bad about her, Mom, I love you. You're definitely not like this.
Yeah, mom.
And all the other moms too. Please don't come at me.
Just learn from Adriana's mom.
Mom,
wow,
thanks.
I'm talking with you.
Yes, my mom is the mom idol. Mom idol?
Yeah,
okay.
We can call
something.
her. Yeah.
So in episode 6, what happens is that they kind of go off at each other, like who's more masculine, who can win, and they get
they got drunk.
The first part is like darts, right?
Yeah.
And then there is something else.
Yeah, the pool.
Yeah. And then so it's like a tie at this point, and then they play a drinking game and they get drunk. And when they get drunk, they dance together.
And they like literally I hate Strong Girl for that, and she
cock blocks them.
Yeah, she does.
They're about to kiss. I'm not even lying.
Yeah, I just like literally that was the
and
only.
She's like, oh,
no, like you can't do that. I'm like, girl, come on, it's their moment, let them shine.
So they're like so mad drunk, they don't even know who they're with. They just cuddle up on the pool table.
And like and you know what, like I went into detail and I was like pulling up articles and shit, and people were like, bromance. I'm like,
it's not bromance, babe. They did not have bromance. Yeah, they were more than bromance.
Yeah, that ain't called bromance. Bromance is like, no, like if you're familiar with like Indian Bollywood, you must be familiar with Arjun Kapoor and Ranveer Singh.
Yeah.
They had bromance.
That's bromance.
That's bromance. But I doubted that too. But now he's married to Ranveer is married to Deepika, and Arjun is boyfriend to Malaika Arora Khan. But like that's bromance. Now I totally get that was bromance. But for both of them,
we actually had a message. Someone asked what show we are talking about. We're talking about Strong Girl Bong-soon. It's a K-drama. It's an amazing, superb K-drama.
Yeah. If you're a K-drama virgin, totally watch it. It should be on your list. Like it should be on your list.
It definitely should be on your list. Watch it. Let us know how you feel about it. And unfortunately,
oh my God, the time is
that is all the time we have for today.
God.
I know.
I don't even feel like leaving.
It feels like it's been so long. Okay, you know what? If you guys want Khush back, which I definitely do, let me know. So do tune in next week, same time. That is Saturday, 10 a.m. I will be waiting for you with more spoilers, recommendations, and my take on different series. If you wish to recommend me something, send me theories about TV shows or web series, and even to give me some love or just show me some love, then all my social media handle is Adriana Bilur. Khush's is
Khush Karan Chahal.
Yeah,
you can follow me on Instagram.
I'll link it. Thank you all for listening. Take care, stay safe, and keep on binge watching responsibly. Do you want to say them last bye-bye?
Yeah, like it's been so great. Like I was like excited all the time, and it's been great like sitting next to Rihanna.
Aww.
We do that a lot. Like when we're not even on the show, like me and her, like it's a combo that you don't want to miss. So if you guys want me back, and like,
I definitely want you back.
yeah, just let her know. Like just peer pressure. Like come on.
I'm gonna bring you back regardless.
Yeah, I guess it's gonna be a really good combo. You're gonna enjoy it. Yeah, definitely gonna enjoy it.
I'm so happy you were here with me. Thank you for coming to the show.
You're welcome, and I feel so good.
And with that, one last song, My Pace by Stray Kids. Do you want to say until next time, bye together?
Yes.
Until next time, bye.